and Jerry will tell you about her trip to India and how she's arranged that one or two of our staff, if they develop their yoga sufficiently, will have a scholarship to go to India to learn how to be yoga teachers.
Really putting together and developing more facilities for yoga.
And for our staff, we're very keen that Gambians should become the teachers, as well as the students of yoga. Okay. That's a kind of slightly longer term plan, but it's one that we very much are working on.
Perfect for the body and mind.
Absolutely perfect for the body and mind.
Eco is really what you're into, and you mean it may be providing some of the best standard ecology. Now, tell me, how is business thriving generally?
Well, we've been quite pleased this season. I think that in general terms, tourism remains a product which needs to be much more marketed. One of the issues is that so many people, when we talk about going to the Gambia, being in the Gambia, living in the Gambia, they all say, where's the Gambia?
Where's the Gambia?
And it's a small country, but it needs to have a big image.
So we gotta do more to sell the image.
Yeah, we all have. Every single one of us involved in the industry has a big responsibility to sell tourism in the Gambia. And you guys obviously have an even bigger responsibility than most.
Okay, that's your take on it. But what is your special message for the tourism industry?
Well, the Gambia is just one of the best places to come to in the summer as well as in the winter. One of the kind of taglines I say to people is, you should come to the Gambia. It's halfway to the Caribbean. It's only five and a half hours instead of 10 or 11 hours to fly from the UK to the Gambia. And the climate is as good. The facilities are as good. Security is ever so much better. The Gambia is a peaceful place, and the Gambians are very friendly, peaceful people, and the rest of the world really don't appreciate that. And that's what we want people to come and enjoy.
Offers all the ingredients for a perfect break.
Indeed, and so we just want more and more people to come.
Your partner has spoke about increasing, improving up market. How is it thriving?
Yeah, well, often when people talk about ecotourism, we tend to think that we've got to suffer a little bit, and here at Sandaly we want to really make sure that people don't suffer at all, that they just have the best time and that they can be...
Love it all the way.
Yep, and in style and in luxury too.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about in nature?
And nature. Nature is just so important to us, as it is to all of the tourism products, but I think particularly to us. And a really important thing that we look after our nature, because it's a very important facet of our tourism product here in the Gambia.
Keen and devoted yogis themselves, Gary and Maurice are presently in the thick of plans to localize the product by training and engaging staff at the Eco Camp in the art, which is drawing a steady stream of tourists who come to specially indulge in the rewarding break the Eco Retreat provides.
And we have another group also coming in next month. Okay. That's in February for 2 weeks. And there's another group coming in March. Okay. So it's a continuous process. People are coming every time, doing yoga from different parts of the world.
I do take part in yoga. Yoga is nice. We do exercise. We that we like it.
So you also try yoga?
Yeah, I try yoga.
And how does it make you feel?
It feels very, very amazing and relaxing.
Okay. Here we are with Gary Mitchell. He's one of the co-proprietors of the Sandaly Eco Retreat. Beautiful place they have here, exclusively meant for yoga. I just told that you have another place by the seaside. Lovely place too.
Yeah, so Sandaly has 2 yoga circles, one here under the trees and another one that works out beautifully for the sunset overlooking the ocean.
So this is an entire product you have to sell?
It is, and Sandaly isn't just exclusively for yoga. It's one of the many activities that we do here that is really aimed to bring international people and local people together in what we describe as a much more dignified encounter between the hosts and the guests.
Yes. Proprietors of Sandaly describe their concept as an ethical development supporting the advancement of a local community through responsible tourism. Their example of variety is to develop a location where the dynamics of tourism will essentially place locals at the forefront as teachers and mentors, and tourists as participants rather than voyagers. Nature at the retreat is adorned in a complete apparel which exudes both peace and warmth, amid beautiful architectural works neatly snuggled under the luxuriant trees and scrubs. And this is why at Sandaly, visitors will capture a simple but an unforgettable vista of this smiling coast. I think you may be one one of the only other, eco centers providing, research facilities, provision, for education and learning. How is this developing here?
It's coming along very well, and this is one of many retreats that we're running this year.
So you do have students coming around?
We do, and we also have some responsible tourism students that have been and participated on a wonderful exercise with some of the local youth from Khartoum, and come up with some great ideas of how to improve and implement new facets of responsible tourism.
Now, speaking about, the locals, the young people particularly, I saw some of them doing a set cleansing exercise. How is their involvement? Are they helping?
Very much so, very much so. And in terms of the yoga, I think once people actually understand that yoga is not a religion, I think people get a little bit anxious when they see us with our hands together and things like that.
Can you break this down for us?
Yeah, it's just really it's something that is suitable for any religion. I believe that what it will do is help us to be better Muslims, help us to be better Christians, or Jews or whatever. It's very much open, and what it does is just brings us to the place that we're all searching for in our prayer, that we do in our own way. And certainly the scholars that we're hoping to send to India, we will have a Muslim scholar who will actually be working with them to make sure that they're interpreting the philosophy of yoga in a way that is appropriate to the Gambia.
Okay, that's Gary Mitchell, one of the co-proprietors of the Sandele Eco Retreat. Beautiful place, providing some of the best natural aspects of this smiling coast. Now, here is exactly where we'll draw the curtains on this edition of the expedition. But do join us as we continue to cover the maze of events and fascinations defining a beautiful country. Don't forget, you can watch this program and many more on our website at www.grts.gm. Until we meet again, bye-bye, and enjoy the rest of our programs. This week on the expedition, we discover the beauty of yoga with world-class...
من الخوف والجوع ونقص من الأموال والأنفس والثمرات وبشر الصابرين الذين إذا أصابتهم مصيبة قالوا إنا لله